You know,
I never go up there.
they broadcast their games, but their cameras on the third base, behind third base.
Yeah, it's way back there.
It's really weird to watch.
I know.
Because you see the ball hit, and you have no feel of it, if it's going left, center, right. It's a really weird angle to watch a game. And the guy that does their play-by-play can put you to sleep. He doesn't say anything wrong, but he's just the same tone the entire
Also your
game.
favorite basketball game?
You're
Todd Hicks or something. I don't know.
First, the Byzantine team, the Great Indian Batcats. The Batcats.
I get a little critical of play-by-play people.
Assisted by Alex King, Zach.
You gotta sound like you enjoy being there. Although last night by the 8th and 9th inning, I was pretty monotone too.
The shortstop batting second, number 6, Benjamin Sims. In third, playing left field, number 14, Corrigan Bartlett. Batting cleanup, playing first base, number 21, Cooper Romero.
First of all, you walk about 2 blocks.
Number 11,
My son played
Brandon
baseball there once in high school.
batting sixth, playing right field,
Well, then I'm
number
not telling you
28,
that.
Jordan Jefferson.
Well, you're just reminding me.
Number 10, Brooks Ashford. Batting eighth and playing third base, number 23, Brandon.
Gina, did you have a nice birthday night after their
Batting
game?
ninth, the center fielder, number 8, Mateo Zunica. On the mound tonight, the Batcats, number 34, Alex Knight.
You should have told him.
Billy said, "What's the deal about a home run?"
The
said,
for the Broncos.
"Did Allie?
Welcome
Did you talk to Allie?" He
The
said,
Broncos.
"Gosh, you
The
didn't quite
head coach of the
understand that
Broncos
for
is
sure."
Toby
He
Ruger.
said, "Why didn't you
Assisted by
tell
Bill
me?"
Candidate
I said,
Nick
"Because I
Griffin.
didn't want to put pressure
Leading
on,
off,
you hadn't even been playing."
Playing shortstop, from King University, number 5, Tyler
He
Bailey.
said, "I really would have tried to go over for you."
Playing as a DH tonight from King University, number 9, Austin Myers.
I did get a text from
The
Tristan
catcher tonight is
today,
in
and
third,
from his
Oh.
mom, who went for
University,
his
number
x-ray.
26, Jordan
They
Mack.
said it looks fabulous, it's almost closed,
The
they
cleanup
took
hitter
him out of
tonight
his
is
boot,
at
put him
in
in
center field, from Florida State
orthopedic shoe,
University,
he
number
can start
3,
very
Kyle
late.
Barfield.
He's gonna be ready to play
85th.
fall.
Fantastic.
Playing
Yeah.
Good for him.
Kansas State University, number 23, Tanner Dietz.
That helps us.
Batting sixth,
Right.
playing left field from Purdue University, number
They're fine.
29, John
Their
Ledare.
foster son, Tristan Peterson, KC catcher, or battle catcher, was our best hitter through the first, 5 games, 6 games, and then
Batting
Did he
eighth,
get hit or did he foul one off his leg?
Community College, number
he
8,
got
Ted
hit
Olson.
and broke his.
One of the 11 times we got
Second
it.
baseman from Butler County Community College, number 7, Mason Dode. And the Broncos pitcher tonight, playing out of Indiana State University, number 20, Mitch McIntyre. Tonight's anthem will be sung by Bailey Smith, a senior at Glen Hills High School.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming,
And good evening, everybody. Welcome. It is time for Bronco baseball on a Wednesday, a warm and Wednesday night here in El Dorado. Tonight, Game 2 of a 3-game series as the El Dorado Broncos hosting the Great Bend Badcats. Good evening, Kurt Caden with you. Nice to have you tuned in tonight. Already several logging on and watching here on YouTube. Let's take a look at tonight's starting lineups. The batting order for the Badcats looks like this. Peyton Barnes will lead off. He's playing second base. Benjamin Sems plays short, bats second. Corrigan Bartlett will bat third, the left fielder. Hunter Romero, fourth, first baseman. Brennan Fontenot is the DH, batting fifth. Jordan Wilkerson batting sixth tonight. Brooks Asher, seventh, and catching. Brandon Backer, or Bachar, we'll have to figure that one out as we go along. He's the third baseman, batting eighth, and Mateo Zunica will bat ninth. For the El Dorado Broncos out in the field, let's take a look out here as in left field tonight is Johnny Laguerre. Stroll over to center field, there's Kyle Barfield. And tonight's right fielder for El Dorado is Ben Olson. Around the infield, there's Tanner Sheets. He's at third base tonight. The shortstop right behind the pole, there's Tanner Bailey. Mason Goad is tonight's second baseman for El Dorado. And over at first base tonight is Tanner White. Behind the plate for the Broncos is Aaron Mack. And pitching for El Dorado, Mitch McIntyre. So those are your starting lineups tonight. Game 2 of a 3-game series. Last night, Great Bend showed off good pitching from Taylor Langston. They hit 4 solo home runs here last night, and they strung together 6 more. They had 16 hits on the night. They win 10-4. The Broncos try to even up the series here tonight. Peyton Barnes will lead it off for the Batcats, and we are underway, and the first pitch was fouled off. Didn't mean to. And strike one on Barnes. Another warm day here in South Central Kansas. First pitch temperature tonight is 93 degrees, and it feels like 99. Winds are out of the south-southeast at 14 miles an hour, as you could tell by the American flag blowing out towards left. Here's one hit out to second base. Goad circles it. He's got it over to first. High throw and a quick error on El Dorado. We have seen this all too often here on the first batter of the game, and Mason Goad's been a solid defender this year for the Broncos, but that will be a throwing error on Goad and a leadoff man on for the Batcats. That'll bring up Benjamin Sems. And we figured out, thanks to Dale Short last night, that Sems is a Jayhawk. He goes to the University of Kansas out of Chesterfield, Missouri. First pitch swinging into the net, strike one. Benjamin Sems, 6'3", 180. And I believe seeing freshman on here means he's going to be a sophomore, I would think. But who knows? Sems last night went 4 for 5, had 3 singles and a homer. His homer cut right through a strong south wind. This one's grounded to Sheets at third. To Goad for one. Over to first, not in time. Oh, they called him out. They called him out at first. 5-4-3 in the, well, let's zoom in. The Great Bend manager has got a beef. So it's already hot. Now hot under the collar is the head coach, Roger Ward. So the Goad error is erased right there. So maybe a break here for the Broncos. The home plate umpire walking all the way out to first base now. And now Roger Ward will grumble a little bit to the home plate umpire under his breath as he has to walk down to back to his coaching box on the third base side. So 5-4-3 double play officially, and I'll learn to maybe not say anything until I see what the umpire says. I might have been yeah. We'll just move on. Here's Corrigan Bartlett. He looks at a curveball for strike one. Of course, here at McDonald Stadium, they're going to start the games off. It's always a shadow and the catcher on home plate there. The entire circle there at home plate is in shadows. The third base bag has some shadows. The Bronco dugout is in the shade, but that's about it. Everyone else in brilliant sunlight here in El Dorado. Here's the 1-1 pitch, curveball in there for a strike, 1-2. So Mitch McIntyre getting a little more love tonight than we saw the last time he was out. He really struggled just keeping composure, really, with a lot of calls not going his way. Here's a check swing. Looked like he checked. Umpire says he did not. Bat gets tossed by Bartlett. Tough inning for the Batcats here in the top of the first. No runs, no hits in air, and nobody left after a half inning of play. Great Bend 0. El Dorado coming to bat. Nice to have you tuned in and watching tonight. More play-by-play in a moment. You're watching and listening to Bronco Baseball here on YouTube. Well, bottom of the first inning. Here's the batting order for El Dorado. I'm a little behind here as we talk up here in the press box. Tyler Bailey is the leadoff man. Austin Meyer bats second, and Aaron Mack third. Kyle Barfield fourth. Tanner Sheets fifth. John Laguerre will bat sixth tonight. Tanner White seventh. Ben Olson batting eighth, and Mason Goad bats ninth. Bailey first pitch swinging, and it's strike one. For the Batcats out in the field, their left fielder is Corrigan Bartlett. The center fielder is Mateo Zuniga, and the right fielder, Jordan Wilkerson. Here comes an 0-1 pitch to Bailey, and that one's a little in, ball one. 1 ball and 1 strike. On the infield for Great Bend, backers at third base. The shortstop is Sems. Barnes is at second base, and Romero at first. Bailey fouls off the 1-1. It's 1-2. Brooks Asher is catching tonight for Great Bend, and the starting pitcher for the Batcats is Alex Knight. 1 ball and 2 strikes to Tyler Bailey. Bailey hitting .237 for the season. He has been maybe the streakiest Bronco of the season. He'll have 3 or 4 games where it seems like you can't get him out. Then he struggles for 3 or 4 games. We've seen him all over in the order. 1, 2, 6, 7, 8, 9. Fouls off this 2-2 pitch. So as I look at that .237 average, seems a little low from what we've seen from Tyler, but that's what he's hitting. Bailey last night in the loss went 1-4-4. Had an RBI double, a stolen base, and he was hit by a pitch. Here comes a 2-2, and this one out of the zone, ball 3. So a full count right off the bat here. Tonight's pitcher for Great Bend, Alex Knight from Lenexa, goes to the University of St. Mary in Leavenworth. 5'10", 190. And the 3-2. This one's hit towards third. Bobbled by Backer. Picks it up. Throw to first. Gout! That looked like he beat it, but you could just almost read the base umpires as he stared at that one. You know he had to be thinking, let's see, do we even this one out? Yeah, let's just call him out, and we're back to square one. Toby Reuter is the manager for the Broncos, and he may have just maybe figured the same thing. First pitch to Austin Meyer is a strike. Here comes the 0-1, and Meyer shoots this one foul. It's 0-2. Don't they say everything in baseball kind of eventually evens out? You're going to get a few calls. You're going to get a few against you. You're going to hit them hard right at someone. You're going to dink one and have it fall in. 0-2 pitch. Good 0-2 mix there, and it's out just out of the zone, 1-2 by Alex Knight. Right-hander is Knight. He's got his sign, and the 1-2 pitch, and that's outside, 2-2. He's popping Asher's glove back there. Meyer on the season. This is his 13th game, 39 at bats. He's got 10 hits. Out of those 10 hits, 2 doubles. So a .256 batting average, and looked like he went something off speed there. Missed 3-2. Great Bend's got a good good start, I should say, last night from Taylor Langston. He went 7. Meyer shoots one into right field. That's a base hit. So a one-out single for Austin Meyer. Mom Sue Vane in the crowd. I'm going to guess Grandma Sue Vane down in Florida watching. So Austin Meyer on base, and here comes Aaron Mack. Good to see Aaron. I wasn't sure if he might need a night off. You might remember last night in the 9th inning, as he was on his way to third base, slid in, and then the shortstop, trying to be aggressive, fired one to third, hit Aaron Mack in the back of the neck, it looked like, but he seems fine. Aaron Mack goes to Newman University, and he hits it on the nose right at the center fielder, Zuniga. And that's the second out of the inning. Mack hit it hard, but right at Mateo Zuniga. So here comes Kyle Barfield. Kyle Barfield coming off that terrific weekend series with Dodge City where he had 8 RBIs, and last night Kyle was 1 for 4 with a double. Kyle Barfield from College Station, Texas. He goes to Kansas State University. A Batcat against the Batcats. And the first pitch, a little bit high, ball 1. Barfield has his average on the summer at .273. Leads the team in at-bats with 121. He leads the team in RBIs with 22. 1-0 pitch. That one's right down central for strike 1. 1 ball and 1 strike. Austin Meyer remains at first base. Broncos in their white unis tonight, orange numerals, black trim. Great Bend, same uniforms as they had last night. Green front, blue back. And that one in the turf. Asher blocks it. It's 2-1. So it's as I was trying to figure out color to put Great Bend in the upper right-hand corner of your screen. I didn't know, do you put blue or green? But since Dodge City was here on the weekend, I was tired of green, so we went blue. You could go either way and be safe. 2 balls and a strike. Wind gusting out to center and left, and Barfield fouls it off. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Our email address, we're ready for your emails. Caden Broadcasting at CADEN, Caden Broadcasting at gmail.com. And our El Dorado crowd knows the drill, but if you're from Great Bend, we'd love to hear where you're emailing from, who you're rooting for, and if you have a photo of how you're watching tonight's game, or any livestock or animals that are watching. That's become popular lately. Always fun to see those photos. Barfield, his tower got buzzed there. 3 balls and 2 strikes. That's a third time in 4 at-bats here tonight. Full count for Alex Knight. So Meyer will be on the move. The first baseman, Romero, will not hold him on. Meyer getting a healthy lead off of first. There he goes. The 3-2 is hit on the left side. Gloved over there by Backer. Throw to first, and Barfield's retired. And the base umpire has to be thrilled with a very easy call to make right there. No runs, a hit, no errors, one left. We're through one inning from beautiful McDonald Stadium. No score between Great Bend and El Dorado. Welcome back, everyone. A lot of folks already watching here tonight on YouTube. Nice to have you tuned in. This is our second to last broadcast. Hard to believe. Summer sure flies by when you've got these summer games. The Broncos will be here again tomorrow night to close out the home portion of the schedule. And then a weekend series at Hayesville, followed by a day off, and then how about finishing off the season at Hayes for 3? Gary Carr looking forward to that road trip already, I know. 2 balls and no strikes to Hunter Romero. It was Romero last night, right at this point. Hate to bring up a bad memory if you're a Bronco fan, that hit a home run. Gave Great Bend a 1-0 lead. McIntyre close, but no cigar there. 3 balls and no strikes to Romero. Romero comes into play hitting .323 for the season. McIntyre pipes one down the middle. It's 3-1. Romero now with 4 home runs, 18 RBIs. And right here is his 100th at-bat if he doesn't walk. Official at-bat. 3-1 from Mitch McIntyre. And this one's fouled off of Romero, and it's full count. Mitch McIntyre starting his 6th game of the summer, his 11th appearance, 29 1/3 innings of work, 32 hits, 11 earned runs. He's got an ERA right around 3.3. 10 walks, 32 strikeouts. Here comes a 3-2 to Romero. Curveball in there, a beauty, and a strikeout looking of Hunter Romero. So 1 away, and that'll bring up Benjamin Fontenot. So for McIntyre, that's strikeout number 34. So now he is tied for the team lead with Josh Riggs. Curveball, that's a little up. 1 ball and no strikes. Mitch with a 1-win, 1-loss record. Of course, so many times the starters in our league generally aren't the pitchers of record. A lot of times it comes down to the bullpens. 2 balls and no strikes. Fontenot last night, he went 2 for 5 at a run scored, 2 singles. And he looks at ball 3. Toby Reuter, the manager for the Broncos in his first year as the manager. Of course, he was an assistant for the last couple of years with Chad Gerwick. Here's the 3-0, and that one's in there for strike 1. Toby, I'm sure, would love to see 5, 6, even 7 innings from McIntyre tonight after having to use 3 relievers last night. The 3-1 pitch. Low, ball 4. So a 1-out walk to Fontenot. Of course, everyone in our Jayhawk League, everyone gets Monday off, then you play 6 nights in a row. Here's Jordan Wilkerson. Wilkerson has a good swing. He's a free swinger up there, that's for sure. He went 2 for 5 last night with a home run. He loads up nicely. Has a good through the zone. And when he connects, he hit a towering shot out of here last night. Jordan Wilkerson hitting .318 on the season. And a check swing. No appeal. And now the appeal. And, of course, Coach Ward may have bought a couple of calls with his early eruption. So the base umpire may not want to aggravate Coach Ward for at least a couple of innings. 2 balls and no strikes. Yeah, it's a tough appeal, too, from there. That one's fouled out of play. I got that count wrong. It's 2 balls and 1 strike. Wilkerson, 107 at-bats, 28 strikeouts. 7 home runs, 8 doubles, and 2 triples. Runner on the move. Max throw down to second. Heads out into center field. Here comes Barfield. He's going to have a shot at him. Here's a throw to third. Sliding in. Kind of a crazy slide, but in there safely is Fontenot. So it'll be a stolen base. And then an error on the throw. So an error on Aaron Mack. Already 2 errors for El Dorado. 3 balls and a strike to Jordan Wilkerson. So McIntyre looking to get out of trouble here. Here's a 3-1. Wilkerson hits it out into center field. Barfield on the move. That's going to go one hop on the fence. Barfield got it. Wilkerson running hard, but he's going to pull up in second base. And it's an RBI double for Jordan Wilkerson, who's really a terrific hitter. So again, it's the second inning that the Batcats strike first. They did this last night. They do it again tonight. 1-0, Great Bend. Here's the catcher, Brooks Asher. Did not see Asher last night. Brett Bonner caught for Great Bend. And for Mitch McIntyre, walked Fontenot, fell behind 3-1 to Wilkerson. We saw how good Great Bend was last night in 0-2 counts. You put them in 3-1 counts, they're going to be just as good, if not better. Team on a roll. Great Bend has won 9 out of 12. They've won at least 4 in a row. They swept Liberal over the weekend, which I think drew certainly the attention of our league with that. No balls and a strike to Asher. And curveball hit towards third. Sheets has it, looks the runner back, fires over to first, and White's got it, and Asher is retired. So 2 away. And here comes Brandon Backer. And I'm just guessing on that B-A-C-H-A-R. Bakar? Here's one hit out. First pitch, we don't have to worry about it long. It's hit out to left field, and Johnny Laguerre settles under it. And Brandon is retired right there for the third out. 1 run, 1 hit, no error, or 1 error, I should say, and 1 left. We head to the bottom of the second inning. Great Bend 1, El Dorado 0. Sheets to lead off for El Dorado here in the bottom of the second inning. And he looks at ball one. Pretty good pitch there by Knight. So let's dip into our email soup here tonight. And Sheets fouls off the 1-0. And Austin Meyer's grandmother down in Florida watching the Broncos tonight. Does life get any better than watching Bronco baseball? Of course not. 2 balls and a strike. And Austin Meyer is the DH tonight. Has a single already for El Dorado. So thank you for the email, Sue Vane. 2 balls and a strike to Sheets, and it's 3-1. Tanner Sheets went to San Jacinto Community College on his way to Kansas State out of Sugar Land, Texas, 5'9", 185. And he bounces this one to third. It's gloved over there by Backer. Long throw to first, good. Right on line, a perfect throw to retire Sheets. Good, strong, accurate throw there by the third baseman. So 1 away. And here comes Johnny Laguerre, Sharon's boy, batting 6th tonight, the left fielder out of Purdue University. Hometown of St. Charles, Illinois. Laguerre stands 6'2", 177. Talked about it last night. Laguerre's average slowly but surely creeping on up as this summer continues on. Laguerre's average right now at 253, 95 at bats, 24 hits. 5 doubles and a triple. And Laguerre hits this one in the hole, and a base hit for Johnny Laguerre into left field. Second straight inning, the Broncos have gotten a 1-out single. So here comes Tanner White. Tanner White from right here in El Dorado. Played this past season at Butler County Community College. He is heading on to Dodge City Community College in the fall. 6'1", 180. Tanner shows his versatility. Last night he threw the final inning. Laguerre, one of the most fearless leadoff guys I think El Dorado has. He is not afraid to get out to the cutout and beyond. He's got a long frame. He's able to slide back in. He's not a huge base-stealing threat. Let's see, on the season, Laguerre has 3 stolen bases. He's been caught 4 times, but he does get a healthy lead off of first. 1 ball and no strikes. You can see him on your screen over there. And the pitch to White, low, 2-0. Tanner White, his 20th game of the season. He's gotten to the plate 69 times. He has 13 hits for a 188 batting average. And he fires one into left center field. It's going to skip off the hard grass all the way to the wall. Laguerre on his way to third. Reuter winding him home. Here comes Laguerre. The throw home. Safe. And we are tied at 1. An RBI double for Tanner White. If Great Bend hits the first cutoff man out in shallow or just beyond shortstop, that might have been even closer play. They missed the first cutoff man. Second one got it. By the time he fired it in, Laguerre scored. So just like that, we're tied at 1, and here's Ben Olson. For Tanner White, that's his 11th RBI of the season and his 6th double. Tanner White hits a lot like Colton Schenker, left-handed hitter that just open their hips and they like to shoot it between the hole on the left side of the infield or out into left center field. 1 ball and no strikes here to Ben Olson. And off-speed pitch misses, 2-0. So Knight having an issue falling behind hitters here in the second inning. Ben Olson hitting .213 for the summer. 47 at bats, 10 hits. Of those 10 hits, 2 of them doubles, driven in 3. A .213 batting average for Ben Olson. Came on last night as he foul tips this one. Got an at bat late in the game and struck out. For Alex Knight, tonight's Great Bend starter, this is just his 5th game, his 4th start. He has one complete game. 14 innings of work, 18 hits, 12 earned runs, so an ERA over 7. And the 2-1 pitch. And Olsen tried the left side. Might have cracked his bat. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Yeah. He'll throw away that lumber. Mason Goad waits on deck for El Dorado. Alex Knight, 9 walks, 8 strikeouts coming in. A 1-win, 1-loss record. Langston, last night's winner, improved to 2-3 on the summer. So Ben Olsen with a new piece of lumber. Ben out of Coffeyville Community College from Bethel Heights, Arkansas. 2-2 pitch, and Olsen fouls it off. Hello to Linda Estes, cheering on the Broncos from a horse show tonight. That's almost apropos, isn't it? Broncos, horse. Stella, Nikki, and Linda Estes. I enjoyed meeting Stella this weekend. Here's a high chopper up the middle. It's going to get into the outfield. Rounding third and coming home is Tanner White. Throw from Zuniga. Sails the catcher. Already on his way to second was Olsen. So it'll be a double. A double? Single. So no error. Tanner White scores. Ben Olsen with an RBI. And the Broncos lead 2-1. So after Tanner Sheets grounded out, Johnny Laguerre single, and now back to a double by White and a single by Olsen. He advances to second, and now a mound visit. Again, email address is cadenbroadcasting@gmail.com. Nearly 50 folks, 50 of you out there watching tonight's game. Hopefully we don't run into the issues last night, and I know we lost some viewers. Just to explain, again, we're running on internet, so as wonderful as the internet is, when it doesn't work and you're not on radio and you have no other means of getting on the air, it stinks. So generally what we do, if your computer just keeps on circling and nothing's refreshing, just keep your eye on my YouTube page, and if I'm able to, which I was able to do last night, we'll create a new link and just start a new broadcast. So if you didn't know, you can go back and watch the last 2 innings of last night's game. It is archived. Should be right near the top of my YouTube page. So feel free to do that. And again, if we have issues, don't just shut down and go to bed, because we may be able to get it to work again. Mason Goad, who's been swinging a warm bat, fouls off the first pitch from Knight. Talked about it last night. Again, it was Mason Goad here Sunday night in a 7-7 game in the bottom of the 8th inning, a 210 hitter, and he tripled to right center field. Next batter, Tyler Bailey, knocked him in, and the Broncos ended up winning 2 out of 3 against the Dodge City A's. Mason Goad in an 0-2 hole here. Mason Goad from Carthage, Missouri, and he goes to school right here in El Dorado at Butler County. So he'll see if he can battle out of this 0-2 hole from Alex Knight. 2-1 Broncos here in the bottom of the 2nd inning. And the pitch. Goad let it go, and wisely. 1 ball, 2 strikes. One-two pitch coming here to Goad. And a swing and a miss. Swung over the top of that. Good curveball by Knight. And that's the 2nd out of the inning. First strikeout of the night for Knight. So 2-away, Ben Olsen down at second base, and here's Tyler Bailey. Bailey grounded out to the third baseman backer his first time. Linda, appreciate the email. And if Stella's listening, I say hello, Stella. last night we had a couple of fans try to play the part of Harrison here and start the "Here we go Broncos, here we go" chant. They didn't do it as good as Harrison. 1 ball and no strikes to Bailey. And 2-0. Defensively, Great Bend pretty much straight away here. The right fielder, Wilkerson, shades a little more towards center. He's just in front of the scoreboard. So there's some room down the right field line. Here's the pitch, 3-0, and Bailey will probably be in take mode here. Jarrett Coyne, a familiar name in the Bronco lineup, getting a night off tonight. He caught here last night, and again, heat indexes, boy, down in that turf's got to feel like 105 or so. That can zap your energy. 3-0 is way upstairs, so a 4-pitch, 2-out walk to Tyler Bailey. And here comes Austin Meyer. Suvain's son and Suvain's grandson. Looking over, I'm sure Suvain's here. She did not come up and say hi to me, though. Austin Meyer singled his first time. It was a 1-out single last inning. And the pitch, low, sliding back in, is Olson, and it's 1-0 to Austin Meyer. Austin Meyer goes to King College. He's from Ormond Beach, Florida. He and Tyler Bailey go to the same school. And a lot of worry about Olson down at second base. He doesn't have a very big lead, to be honest with you. Middle infielders are at home. So now Knight has his sign, and the 1-0, and Meyer got under this one, popped it up behind short. Drifting back is Sems, and Sems makes the catch. Not an easy catch with the way the wind is gusting out of the south, but he made it, and that will end the inning for El Dorado. They score 2 times on 3 hits. No errors and 2 left. We head to the 3rd inning, 2-1 El Dorado. Top of the third inning, Mateo Zunica quickly in an 0-2 hole here against Mitch McIntyre. Two, 4, and 2 for El Dorado. 1, 1, and 0 for Great Bend. Here's the 0-2 from McIntyre. Tries the outer third, missed. 1 and 2. Well, with the Major League Baseball players all on break right now, this is a great night to come out for El Dorado Bronco baseball. No games in the majors for the next tonight and tomorrow night. Mateo Zunica, 5'11", 195. He's out of Palos Park, Illinois. He goes to the University of Kansas. Zunica last night went 1 for 4, scored a couple of runs, and he's battling McIntyre, continues to fight off this 1-2 count, I should say. Something I think we were all pretty impressed with last night. When Great Bend would get down 0-2, 1-2, they continued to get good at bats. So the 1-2, again, this one's just cued foul. Zunica, Barnes, and Sems, the scheduled 3 for Great Bend here in the top of the third inning. And the pitch, missed, 2-2. So what's McIntyre do is out pitches that curveball. And will he go to it here? Looked like he did not. And the count is full, 3-2. Full count to Zunica, and he fouls it off. Tenth pitch of the at-bat. That'll add the pinch count, won't it? So one more time. And a swing and a miss. Just out in front. Looked like a little change of speed there by McIntyre. So he gets a strikeout. He takes over the strikeout lead for the Broncos. And we're at the top of the order. Peyton Barnes reached on a throwing error from Mason Goad. And I don't do the road games, but as far as at home, that's about the first throwing error I can remember on Mason Goad. Very good defensively. And the first pitch to Barnes is in there for strike one. Barnes homered here last night in the 6th inning. That was the third or the fourth homer? And that was the 4th solo shot by Great Bend. Fastball just missed, 1-1. Not going to Indiana State? We'll take him at Southwestern, maybe. 1 ball, 1 strike, swing and a miss. Strike 2. And I think Gary's got a year of eligibility. He could come play. Talked about his knuckleball the other night on the air.
I'd be a good water boy.
Here comes the 1-2. Curveball in there, a beauty. And there's 2 away. Back-to-back strikeouts for McIntyre. Boy, you can just see the legs lock up on that one. Here's Benjamin Sems, the shortstop. As we say hello to Jeff Meyer, the J-Clan watching tonight down in Oklahoma City. Missed the beginning of the game, so let me get you caught up, Jeff. We are in the, as you can see in the upper right-hand corner, top of the 3rd inning, El Dorado 2, Great Bend 1. Your son Austin is DHing tonight, and he had the first hit for the Broncos tonight, a 1-out single in the 1st. He popped out to short to end the 3rd inning, so Austin's 1 for 2. So that should get you caught up on where we're at right now. Here's a 2-0 pitch, and that's low, ball 3 to Sems. Sems is the one that hit into well, let's say it was a controversial 5-4-3 double play. Called out at first. I'd already wrote him as safe. Sem swinging on 3-0, fouls it out. And that kind of describes the mentality Great Bend's got right now. They're playing very free and easy, and 3-0 count, good hitter like Sem's, green light. So the 3-1 from McIntyre. And a swing and a miss. So full count here to Sems. Sem's a .329 hitter. He's their third leading hitter as far as average is concerned. 23rd game of the year for Sems. And the curveball broke his bat. Ball grounds out to short. Goad dropped it and able to recover and throw out Sems. Sems did not run hard out of the box, then chucked the handle of the broken bat backwards, then started running. If he'd have run hard the whole way, probably is on base. But that saved an error for Mason Goad. 3 up, 3 down. We are through 2.5. Broncos 2, Batcats 1. This is Bronco Baseball on YouTube. So, bottom of the third inning, the umpire will not start play until the Broncos get, so many times they're just lingering right around the front of the dugout. I think the umpire wanted to get them at least behind the netting. One Bronco straddling the dugout. First pitch to Aaron Mack is a ball. 1 ball and no strikes. Aaron Mack hit it hard, but right at the center fielder Zunica's first time. He's 0 for 1. Asher holds it out there, hoping for a call. Didn't get it. 2-0 now to Aaron Mack. 4 home runs for Mack, but it's been a couple, 2.5, 3 weeks since we've seen one from Aaron. He's due for a long one. Here's just a simple base hit right through the right side. That'll work as well. A leadoff single for El Dorado. First time the leadoff man is on. The Broncos have been good with 1 out getting their guy on. So now, Kyle Barfield stands in. Barfield grounded out to third his first time. Dale Short playing his favorite music. Listens to that in the car on his way to work every morning. Barfield will foul one off into the parking lot. The parking lot tonight is pretty empty. The Great Bend bus is the only target out there. A lot of times we have youth baseball out beyond right field, but no youth baseball tonight, which seems a little interesting. Yeah, the windows are down on the bus. Here's the 0-1 to Barfield, and got under this one a bit, but he hit it strong. The wind blowing out to left, and Barfield got enough. It is gone. Kyle Barfield out to left field. A 2-run home run for the K-Stater. Aunt Lynn has to be happy with that. I'll tell you, to be honest, off the bat, just watching the trajectory, it looked like it was just a kind of a pop-up, but boy, it continued to carry. The wind's blowing, but that take nothing away from Barfield. He He put a good charge on that. Just the trajectory more than anything threw me off. So 2 runs in for the Broncos. They lead 4-1. Here's Tanner Sheets. And a fastball in for strike 1. For Kyle Barfield, his second home run of the season, his 23rd and 24th RBI, and his 22nd run of the summer. 1 ball and 1 strike to Tanner Sheets. And the pitch, that one spikes in there, 2-1. Tanner Sheets swinging it well. Friday night, a home run here against Dodge City. Another home run here Saturday night. Had some bad luck hitting on Sunday. There's a 2-1 to Sheets, and that one's in there for strike 2. Good pitcher's pitch there for Knight. So 2 balls and 2 strikes. Talk about Tanner swing a lot. Boy, he gets through the zone. He's got quick hands, quick hips. There's a high chopper to third. Backer's got it on the big hop. Strong throw to first, and the first baseman able to keep it in the webbing and keep his foot on the base, and that's the first out of the inning for El Dorado. A couple of 5-3 putouts for Sheets tonight.
Number 29, John Laguerre.
So Johnny Laguerre comes in. Laguerre singled and scored in the second inning. And Laguerre falls behind 0-1. Alex Knight winds and deals. Laguerre out into right center field. That's going to skip to the fence. Laguerre on his way to second. Will he have an idea for third? Doesn't look like it. He is going to pull up. But again, Great Bend not. I'll tell you what, one thing I've noticed this summer, how many teams don't hit the cutoff man. That would have been a big chance for Laguerre, but as it turned out, he would have made third easily probably. So a 1-out double for Laguerre. Nice to see Laguerre hitting early in the count. Early in the season, seemed like Laguerre was watching strike 1, watching strike 2, getting into holes, and just didn't get good at-bats. His at-bats have been so good the last 2 weeks. It's fun to see. Here comes Tanner White. He had an RBI double his first time and swung over the top of that curve. No balls and a strike. The Broncos with a single, a homer, and a double here in the third off of Knight. And the Bat-Cat bullpen starts to get busy. Pitch missing, 1-1. One thing we can appreciate with the Great Bend uniforms, Scott and us, is the large numbers on the back. Easy to read. 2 stats gurus up here who we know how nice it is to be able to read numbers. More and more teams try to get so clever with their uniforms, they get fancy on their numbering, and it makes it impossible for stats crews and radio crews to tell who's who. Luckily with the video camera here, we can sometimes zoom in and find out. Here's a 2-1 now, a 3-1 count here to Tanner White. Well, in the Broncos uniforms, certainly these uniforms especially, the number is pretty easy to read. So Knight behind here, 3 balls and a strike to Tanner White. Laguerre with the lead off of second base. And the pitch to White, and that one missed, ball 4. And we are going to get a mound to visit. And Knight, might it be over? The coach keeps looking down to the bullpen. Andrew Repp is warming up down there. Talked about last night, El Dorado, Toby Reuter. Caps was getting hard. Eventually I had to take him out after 4 innings. But again, you're early in the week. You still have tonight. You got to play tomorrow. You got 3 more games coming Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And you don't have just unlimited arms, so you'd like to get some length from your starter. Now, last night, Great Bend got 7 from Langston and then 2 innings from their who was that? The reliever, Pritchard, came in to finish things off. Home plate umpire took a roundabout way to that huddle. He went almost to the backside, and then it broke up. So that's an interesting way to. I think you're right. It looks like the umpires are staying right away from Roger Ward. So here's Ben Olsen, an RBI single his first time. 1 away for El Dorado here in the home half of the third. 2 already across, 2 on the base pads. Here's one off of Knight. It ricochets to short, out for 1, over to first for 2. A double play, but the first baseman's foot is not on the base. And not a lot of argument from Romero over at first base. Boy, Ben Olsen hit that one hard and ricocheted off the back of Alex Knight. Fortunately, he's okay. It went right to Sems, who was easily able to retire White at second base. So is that 1-6-U? And Ben Olsen on by a fielder's choice. Yeah, he missed out on an RBI and a hit. So runners at first and third, 2 out, and a 1-0 count coming up here to Mason Goad, who struck out his first time. Knight took that right off the back. And the pitch to Goad, that's in there, strike 1. Nice to see Ben Olsen swinging a good bat here tonight. Ball and a strike, 2 away for El Dorado here in the third, and the pitch, and that one's low, ball 2. Ben Olsen getting a good lead off of first. Thought maybe he might try to swipe second here. 2 balls and a strike. Again, this is a tough sun right now for the first baseman looking at the pitcher. And that fastball off the corner. It's 3-1 to Mason Goad. Tyler Bailey waits on deck for El Dorado. 4-1 Broncos. And the pitch. And that one's outside. Ball 4, and that's going to be it for Alex Knight. Manager coming out, and we are going to get a new pitcher. We'll talk about him. We'll get to your emails and much more. 4-1, El Dorado leads a pitching change from McDonald Stadium. This is Bronco Baseball. So this turns out to be a pretty big at-bat, you would think, for how this game's going to go. Right now, 4-1 El Dorado. They've chased the starter, Alex Knight. And here is Andrew Rep. Bases loaded, 2 outs. 2-out RBIs are always backbreakers for the opposition, and El Dorado's got a couple out there. Tyler Bailey, the leadoff batter for the Broncos. He's 0 for 1 with a walk. And he looks at a high fastball, 1-0. You just think of the momentum. If Rep comes in and gets Bailey to pop out or he strikes him out, all of a sudden momentum for Great Bend, even though they're losing. If Bailey comes up with a big hit here, the Broncos continue to roll. Bailey pops this one foul, 1 ball, 1 strike. And we have a lot of game. I mean, I'm not trying to get over dramatic here in the 3rd inning, but we saw in that game with Dodge City when they fell behind 10-3, 12-3, they really seemed to really lose their interest here on Saturday night.
He has our only grand slam.
That's true, yeah. Tyler Bailey, we saw him hit a grand slam earlier this season. The wind blowing out to left field. He does like to pull the ball. Here's a 1-1. And he hits it the other way instead out to right field. And really well played out there by Wilkerson. Mentioned he shades a little more towards center. And he was placed perfectly there. Bailey hit it on the screws, but it sliced right back to Wilkerson. So it's a big out. Retired by Rep. For El Dorado in that long 3rd inning. They score 2 times on 3 hits, highlighted by a Kyle Barfield home run. We head to the 4th inning, 4-1 Broncos. El Dorado scored 2, and again, one of those things, Broncos feel good. They got 2 in that inning. Great Bend has to feel good that they didn't give up more than 2. And so we head to the 4th inning in a 4-1 game. But boy, Lynn Bailey's son Tyler hit that one pretty well. Unfortunately for him, right at Wilkerson. Here comes Great Bend. And as we've learned on this winning streak for them, they're never out of it. Corrigan Bartlett comes up, 0 for 1 tonight. Mitch McIntyre, swing and a miss. For Mitch, he enters this inning at 46 pitches. 1 ball and 1 strike. Here to Bartlett. We'll get to your emails here in a second. Bartlett looks at ball 2. I like the name Corrigan Bartlett. He's a sophomore from Mays, Kansas, goes to Barton County Community College. Mentioned last night how many, 9 of these players from Barton Community College. 3-1 now on Wilkerson. And Gary, I missed Barton. Did they have a good season this year in the Jayhawk?
I think they were 3rd in the West.
3rd in the West, so that's certainly not bad at all. Here's one fisted to right field. Goad is going to play it. Quick throw, and he would have beat it anyway, I think.
Yeah,
it's going to be a base hit for Bartlett. Goad went a long way. He went out into the outfield. The ball wasn't hit tremendously hard, which allowed Goad to get there, but Bartlett runs pretty good too. So it'll be a single for Bartlett, and here's Hunter Romero. McIntyre tonight, when he's had his problems, when Great Bend's had success at the plate, is when they've gotten ahead 2-1, 3-1 in the count. Here's Hunter Romero, struck out looking his first time, 0 for 1. And this one's going to get past Aaron Mack.
Wild pitch.
Wild pitch. will move the runner up to second. And some emails have come in. Let's take a look at some while we call the action. And a swing and a miss by Romero. So a ball and a strike. And hello to Mary Kay up in Michigan, Standish, Michigan. And her favorite Bronco is Jarrett Coyne. She taught him a lot about the game of baseball back when he was 4 years old. Enjoyed hearing about some of those tales and stories, and glad you're watching and listening. Even though Jarrett not in the lineup tonight, she is cheering on El Dorado from Standish, Michigan. Mary Kay, thank you for the email. Randy Meyer, Betty and the girls all watching down in Florida. Their favorite Bronco, of course, is Austin Meyer. I've grown pretty fond of the whole Meyer clan. I appreciate the card and the gift that Sue Vane delivered. 2 balls and 2 strikes to Romero, and the curveball fisted it out to short. The only play is going to be at first for Bailey, and he makes it. Moving on to third is Bartlett. Good recognition by him. Ball not hit sharply out to short, so that allowed him to move on over to third. So productive out for Great Bend. And that'll bring up Benjamin Fontenot. Fontenot walked, stole a base, reached third as the throw to second got out in the outfield. Boy, Aaron Mack did all he could to keep that ball in front, and he did just that. Ball 1 to Fontenot. And I think my first email of the season from Karen Barfield. Karen, I saw the Barfields. I got them on video. Here's a high pop and foul. I don't know if, Karen, if you even knew that, but when I think it was Saturday night when the parents were getting introduced in between innings, saw the Barfield stand up, so I got you on video, which I'm sure you love. And, yeah, I wish I would have gotten the chance to come down and say hi. All the way from College Station they came up here. Here's a swing and a miss, and no balls and 2 strikes to Fontenot. Is it 1 and 2 or 0 and 2? 1 ball, 2 strikes. Okay. So a ball and 2 strikes. McIntyre looking for the strikeout. The pitch, and got it. Fastball, outer third, a swing and a miss. And there's 2 away. Still a lethal stick coming to the plate in Jordan Wilkerson. He doubled in Fontenot back in the second inning. So the Barfields are watching down from Aggie Land. I always find it funny that the Barfields from Texas A&M country, College Station, and Kyle is in Manhattan at Kansas State. Smart. Oh, no, a pass ball. Aaron Mack hustling back, throw to home, and sliding in is Bartlett. Wild pitch. So, boy, for all the good work striking out Fontenot, it kind of goes by the wayside on a wild pitch and a run of Great Bend. Good friend, Southwestern SID, Scott Nuss, made the trip with me here tonight. A loyal Kansas Stater. Here's a high chop out to Goat. He's letting it bounce, and he's not going to have time. He needed to come in and get it on the first big hop. When he let it bounce again, that allowed Wilkerson to score. So Mason's having a tough night out at second base. I guess that's a hit, although it seems more like a mental error than anything. A McDonald Stadium turf single. Hit it high on the turf, and that's one of those where you just got to charge in and get it and make that throw, maybe sidearm over to first. But when it bounced again, Wilkerson runs too well. Swing and a miss here by Asher, strike 1. So Scott very proud that Kyle Barfield made it from Texas A&M country to Kansas State country. Here's the 0-1, and that is low. 1 ball, 1 strike. I wonder, now Karen down in College Station, I wonder if the Barfields, putting Kyle's allegiance to K-State aside, are you Texas A&M fans? And if so, I wonder what that was like watching the bowl game back in January. Thank you for the nice compliments, too, Karen, and congratulations as Kyle hit that 2-run home run here tonight. 4-2 Broncos, top of the 4th inning. Brooks Asher with a 2-ball, 1-strike count. And the pitch. That one missing, 3-1. Two and one? All right. The umpire's never wrong, so 2 balls and 1 strike. And running on the play is Wilkerson. Got a good pitch to run on. It looked like a check swing. I think McIntyre would like an appeal, but it's going to be 3-1. And moving down to second base is Wilkerson. For a young man who bats in the 6th hole, he runs. He runs like a 1 or 2 guy in your order. Great Ben's dugout starting to come to life again. They were quite chatty here last night. 4-2 Dorado. It's 3 balls and a strike to Asher. And this one nowhere close, ball 4. So now Braden Bakar, Batcher. There's several ways to say it. I would love if Braden's family was listening, if they would email me and let me know how to say his name correctly. Brandon comes from, I'm not even saying his first name right, it's Brandon. I've got Braden down. Brandon is from Russell, Kansas. Russell High School is the Broncos. Goes to school at Western, Nebraska. Scott is my high school and college compass. Western Nebraska, you have much feel or much love or much knowledge of it's in Western Nebraska. Of course, Southwestern College is not in southwestern Kansas, so who knows? Western Nebraska may not be in Western Nebraska. We don't know. 1 ball and no strikes to Brandon. Having fun at the ball yard on a beautiful Wednesday night. And Mitch McIntyre wants a new baseball. And let's see. Balls being thrown around in the Bronco bullpen, but I think just to stay loose. I see Jarrett Coyne down there and DJ Gasso. I don't think either of those two are coming into pitch anytime soon. There's a good fastball for strike 1. Back here tomorrow night for the final game of the series and our final home broadcast, which actually is our final broadcast of the summer. 1 ball and 1 strike here to Bakar, and the pitch. Ooh, hit out into center field. That's a clean base hit. Barfield comes in. His play, well, he's going to hold the runner at second base. So a 2-out knock. Those are so valuable. And it's 4-3. So Asher walking, now the 8-batter Bakar with an RBI single. And Great Bend has scored twice here in the 4th. And Mateo Zuniga will step in. He was a tough out the first time, eventually struck out, but that was a 10-pitch at bat. Mitch McIntyre, one of my favorite Broncos, mainly because he's one guy I get to visit with a lot. When he's not pitching, generally is the one who is out doing the 50-50 selling, and so he comes up here into the press box to sell us tickets and deliver money, and get to shoot the bull with him a lot, on and off air. No balls and a strike here to Zuniga. And the right-hander deals, and just missing. And Mitch, generally not a lot of reaction to balls and strikes, but there, a little frustrated they didn't get the inside corner. 1 ball and 1 strike. A lot of times we see him smack himself on the leg when he leaves a curveball high or doesn't snap it quite the way he wants. But he wanted that one on 0-1. Here's a 1-1 pitch to Zuniga. And he hits it out into center field. Kyle Barfield's going to have to come in hard, and it's going to drop in. Barfield, a throw to third. He got the out before the run scored, it looked like. They're going to count the run. I don't know if the umpire, he did not make an immediate call. That was close. So Barfield throws out Backer at third. Generally, the umpire will immediately make that call. Asher did score, but that was close. That'll be nice thing here. We can take a look and see if he scored before the out. It doesn't matter. The umpire counted it. We're tied at 4. We head to the bottom of the 4th here on YouTube. To say this game has had a lot of pace or flow would probably not be accurate. It was a long bottom of the 3rd inning, which saw a pitching change, a 2-run homer, bases loaded for El Dorado. The top of the 4th inning seemed to drag on with a lot of deep counts, singles, infield singles, walks. But that's okay. What else do we got to do? Gary, you have nothing else to do, right? Yeah. Not a thing. So Austin Meyer up there. 1 ball and 2 strikes here to Meyer. He was the only Bronco not to come to the dish in the 3rd inning. Austin tonight 1 for 2. He's got a lot of folks watching and listening tonight here on YouTube. 2, 3, and 4 for the Broncos here in the bottom of the 4th inning. And the 1-2. And Meyer hits it hard out into right center field. And again, Wilkerson with that great speed makes it look rather easy out there. Most nights, balls hit right in that to the right of the second baseman over his head out there. Those are doubles. Not tonight. Wilkerson, his last 2 catches out there. So 1 away. Nothing wrong with the way Meyer struck that one. So Aaron Mack comes up, and strike 1 called. No balls and 1 strike.
You didn't get that call.
Aaron Mack tonight 1 for 2. Hit it hard, flew out to center field, then singled and scored in the 3rd inning. And every night I say it, Mack's average continues to go up. It went up again after last night's action. Here's a 1-1, swing and a miss, strike 2. Aaron now hitting 324. You might remember the name Tristan Peters. 6 games for El Dorado before getting injured. So by average, he's their leading hitter at .440. Hunter Larson's only had 12 at bats, so really hard to count him or Peterson. Mack with 111 appearances, a .324 average, by far the best average for the Broncos. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Andrew Rep took over for Knight last inning, and it's 2 balls and 2 strikes. Andrew Rep from Topeka, Kansas, goes to Barton County Community College. 9th game of the season for Rep. He has started 2. And a swing and a miss. Took a little bit off there, and it's strike 3. So 2 away for the Broncos, and that'll bring up Kyle Barfield. Mom Karen in the crowd watching and listening tonight. Down in College Station, Barfield last time up, a high towering home run over the left field wall. At the time, gave El Dorado a 4-1 lead. We're tied at 4 the next time he comes to the plate. And he's taking all the way, ball 1 as it popped out of the glove of Asher. .1-0 pitch to Barfield. That's inside 2-0. Hello to Amy Russell. They're missing their favorite Bronco player. That's Josh Riggs. Aunt Amy, Uncle John, Tate, and Josie all watching tonight up in Michigan. And Kyle Barfield hits this one up into foul territory. Now back into fair territory, makes the catch. And that will retire the Broncos. First time tonight they go down 1-2-3. We head to the 5th inning, 4-4 tie. Top of the 5th inning here in El Dorado. 4-4. And the top of the order for Great Bend against Mitch McIntyre. And a swing and a miss by Barnes, who's 0 for 2 tonight, reached on an error and struck out looking. And the Broncos bullpen starting to move around down there. Looks like Colton Schenker warming up for El Dorado. 0-1, that's lifted on the infield. Mason Goad drifts over to his left, and he's got the catch for the first out.
Number 6, Benjamin Sims.
1 away, and here's Benjamin Sims, 0 for 2 tonight, hit into a 5-4-3 double play and then grounded out on a broken bat that he was none too happy about. And Sims, first pitch swinging out into center field. Kyle Barfield with the catch. Gary and I were talking that, McIntyre could use about maybe a 5 or a 6 or 8 pitch inning. He got taxed pretty hard in the fourth inning. 73 pitches entering the inning. Thought we might be able to squeeze 6 out of him. That fourth inning might have spoiled that. Here's Bartlett, and he had a notion right in the zone. Which, when the first two guys hit the first pitch, you know that next batter's taking. Might as well pipe one right down the middle. And why not pipe 2 down the middle? That curveball on the outer third, and it's 0-2 here to Bartlett. Bartlett singled and scored in the fourth. He started the whole thing off in the fourth inning. He struck out. He's 1 for 2. Here's an 0-2. And curveball on the inner third. Didn't get the call as Tanner White, Mason Goad, Tyler Bailey were all coming in.
Holy cow.
Generally, we don't see that from the Bronco defense unless they feel like it's pretty certain. Setting up on the outer third. Here's a high chopper out to Bailey. He's got it. Quick exchange and got him by a step. 1, 2, 3. Go the Batcats here in the fifth inning. Just the kind of inning Mitch McIntyre needed. We are halfway through on a beautiful, warm summer night here in El Dorado. More play-by-play and much more from your emails. A lot of emails filing in tonight, which is excellent. We'll get to those as we head to the bottom of the fifth inning. We're tied at 4. Glad to have you tuned in here on YouTube. Tanner Sheets leading off here in the bottom of the fifth inning, quickly fouling one off. Rep was able to retire the Broncos 1, 2, 3 in the fourth inning. So here's Tanner Sheets, 0 for 2 tonight. He's grounded out twice to the third baseman. Again, Tanner, generally not a guy who's going to go to right field line. He'll go to right center. Generally, though, he's one of those guys probably in the big leagues. They would put the overshift on him. Quick hands, very aggressive at the plate. I can remember maybe one time he struck out looking this summer. Going to Kansas State. Long look in by Rep. The long righty winds and deals, and Sheets fouls this one out of play, 2-2. So Andrew Rep was talking to me. He went through the inning too quick last inning. 9th appearance of the season, 24 innings, 34 hits, 16 earned runs, so an ERA over 6, 12 walks, 15 strikeouts, and he's got a record of 0-2. Hard-throwing righty. Here comes a 2-2, and that one misses, 3-2. Talking with Gary, who knows our league as good as anyone. This is a great Bend team that everything seems to be coming together. Pitching wasn't quite there. They've always been hitting this summer, but their pitching wasn't quite there. That's the biggest difference. And Sheets will go to right field, hit it hard. Going back is Wilkerson up against the wall and over the wall. An opposite field home run for Tanner Sheets. And the Broncos reclaim the lead. Let's zoom in on Don Sheets' boy there. There is Tanner Sheets. Boy, what an addition Tanner has been to this Bronco baseball team. So his third home run in 5 games gives El Dorado the lead. 5-4 El Dorado. And John Laguerre, a swing and a miss as it glances off the glove of Asher. John Laguerre is 2 for 2 tonight. Singleton scored in the second inning and a double third inning. Laguerre able to hold off. 1 ball, 1 strike. Sheets hit that one through the wind, which is probably around 15 miles an hour right now. And a ball and 2 strikes here to Tanner White. One ball, 2 strikes to John Laguerre. I think I said Tanner White. John Laguerre up there. And the 1-2. And a little bit of a late call, but strike 3. Laguerre chirps a bit, and he'll walk back. So, perfect pitch there by Rep. 1 away, and here comes Tanner White. White, an RBI double in the second. Walked in the third. We'll get back to your emails here. A lot of them love the emails. Never get tired of seeing these. And the first pitch to White, low, ball 1. So I asked Karen Barfield where their allegiance are. So Kyle's grandparents are both Aggies. And Karen, they love their Aggies too. However, their kid and their money goes to Manhattan, so they cheer for the Wildcats as well. And for the record, we were cheering for K-State during the bowl game. Happy they won. Scott Nuss nodding in approval. That was a good bowl game. 2 balls and a strike. K-State football, along with other fall sports, not too long before they'll start getting ready. Football starts with Central Arkansas. They're pretty pumped about going to Manhattan. Swing and a miss. Good challenge fastball there by Rep, and White missed it. 2 balls and 2 strikes. I saw Winston Dimmel, fullback, on the first team preseason, which I'm not a huge preseason picks or individual picks or team picks. It's all a guessing game. Here comes a 2-2. And White sprays it to left field, drifting back, but Bartlett's got it for the first out, or the second out, I should say, 2 away for El Dorado. And here comes Ben Olson. Ben Olson tonight's hit it hard twice. An RBI single in the second, then a ball that glanced off the back of the then pitcher Alex Knight, ricocheted to the shortstop Sems, who was able to record an out at second base. Olson, tired of waiting, he'll call time. Julie Riggs up in Irons, Michigan. They've had the game on. They say there's been some iffy calls tonight. Well, the first call of the night did go our way. Pitch outside, 1 ball and no strikes. Yeah, we never miss a call up here. So there was a little bit of home cooking. And the 1-0 misses 2-0. Jeff Meyer down in Oklahoma City. Now the camera angle, as you can see there, you can see the fence. It's not, I don't zoom in on the fence, but Jeff Meyer noticed. Oh, he said, let's see, the fence out. He says it looks like the fence in right field was replaced. No, it was not. Here's a ground ball down to first, and Romero able to glove it and retire Ben Olsen. Out in left center field, Ben Olsen put a hole in the wall. I thought maybe that's what you were talking about because it looks like that hole has been fixed. But the right field wall is the same. Tanner Sheets with an opposite field home run highlights the 5th inning. We head to the 6th. Broncos 5, Batcats 4. More play-by-play, more of your emails coming up in just a moment here on YouTube. Mitch McIntyre does come out here for the 6th inning. He'll deal with 4, 5, 6. 3 pretty tough cookies up there. Hunter Romero, Benjamin Fontenot, and Jordan Wilkerson. First pitch out of the zone, ball 1 for McIntyre. Haven't run down the standings in our league tonight. Hayes, we've kind of had a carousel at the top here the last few nights. Liberal was in first place, it seemed like a good portion of the summer. Derby took over first place, but then Derby lost to Liberal last night. And Hayes won a doubleheader against Dodge City. So Hayes, the Larks, now 24-9 in first place. Here's a 1-1, missing 2-1. Derby is a half game out at 24-10. Liberal 1.5 out at 23-11. Dodge City has drifted to 4 back at 20-13. They have lost 4 in a row. Here's a 2-1. Skied just beyond the infield. Bailey drifting back, drifting further back, and he makes the catch in shallow center field.
He covers some ground, doesn't he?
He gets out there. Tyler plays fearless, too. He's going to go after every ball until he gets called off. So here comes Fontenot. Fontenot 0 for 1 with a strikeout. He walked and scored in the 2nd inning, and he looks at ball 1. Great Bend with this winning streak. They're only 2.5 games out of 4th place now. 18-16, 6.5 out of 1st. McIntyre missing there, 2-0. El Dorado now 9.5 out, 15-19. Fouled out of play, 2-1. The Broncos 3 games behind Great Bend for 5th. Hayesville is 8-26. And Oklahoma City loses again last night, 5-4. That pitch in there, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Oklahoma City is 3-31. You'd think, well, they must get blown out every night. They don't. They lost 2 one-run games here a week ago. They lose to Hayesville last night, 5-4. Oklahoma City will be heading to Great Bend for the weekend. Reaching out, Fontenot pulls it towards Goat at second. He's got it over to first, and 2 away for Great Bend here in the 6th. Oklahoma City, we mentioned it last night. Their last win, I'm pretty sure, was back on Sunday, June 18th against El Dorado. It's a long time without a win. Jordan Wilkerson, he's covered some ground out in the outfield. He's 2 for 2, trying to go 3 for 3. Sinking line drive caught by Laguerre out in left field. And another efficient inning for Mitch McIntyre as he kind of moving his arm around. I'm not sure if that means I still got life in the arm for another inning or if I'm done. I'm going to guess he might be done, but Mitch comes on strong here. 3 up, 3 down in the 6th inning. We go to the bottom of the 6th. 5-4 El Dorado. Bottom of the 6th inning, and, well, in Sunday night's win, we saw Gasso start. Hamstring tightened up, so he came out. Mason Goad turned into the hero Sunday. Now DJ Gasso will come in for Mason Goad. He'll hit here, and I would assume play second base for El Dorado. He will deal with Andrew Repp, and Gasso had a notion, pulled back, ball 1. DJ Gasso from Norman, Oklahoma. He is the son of the head softball coach at OU, the national champion Sooners. Goes to the University of Central Oklahoma, UCO. They are they're the Bronc with an H? Broncos. I could go for a Baroncho right now. 1 ball, 1 strike. Into the turf, 2-1. Is he? DJ Gasso in his 9th game for El Dorado. 28 at-bats, 8 hits. He's hitting .286. Here's a 2-1, and that one in there for a strike. 2 balls, 2 strikes. So a 2-2 pitch coming here to Gasso, and Gasso in front of that one fouls it off. So Jeff Meyer, thank you for the email.
God, this guy's a rain delay.
2-2 to Gasso. Slider in there, and that one broke beautifully for a strikeout looking on Gasso. Started it at the batter, and it caught the inside corner. So 1 away, and here comes Tyler Bailey. So I've got an offer on the table from Austin Meyer's grandmother to bring my wife. There's the first pitch to Bailey high. And come down and stream ball games for the Tortugas at Jackie Robinson Ballpark in Daytona. Yes. Is that right, Tortugas? Scott's been there. Plenty of room for us both. I would love Daytona. Good ballpark. So is it a college or is it a high school or? Oh, a single A team. I mean, my contract, I could be bought out of my Southwestern contract. I would gladly. Let's see, Daytona. Does it ever snow in Daytona? Probably not. I would take that. So I do appreciate that offer. Oh, Amy Russell. I said favorite Bronco was Josh Riggs. Probably your second favorite Bronco was Josh Riggs. Jarrett Coyne. I'm sorry, Amy.
What they didn't tell you was that you have to pay rather than you get paid.
Oh. I could give it a test drive. 2 balls, 2 strikes here to Bailey. He's 0 for 2 tonight with a walk. And this one low. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Appreciate the email. Aunt Amy, Uncle John, and Josie cheering on Jarrett Coyne, who's getting a well-deserved night off tonight. And the 3-2, Bailey hits it out into center field. Going back is Zuniga, still going back to the track. And caught in front of the wall. A long out for Tyler Bailey. So 2 away. And here comes Suvain's grandson, Austin Meyer. He's 1 for 3 tonight, a single in the first, pop out to short in the second, and flew out to right field his last time. 1 for 3 for Meyer. And a swing and a miss, strike 1. Rep seems ready, but he certainly takes his time looking in, gets his sign. 1 ball, 1 strike. Certainly enjoyed meeting Aunt Sally and the gang, Aunt Nancy. So they just sent me a picture showing their dedication. Uncle Dan, Aunt Sally, Uncle Bob, Aunt Nancy. They are at the Trace Adkins concert. Swing and a miss here by Meyer. And they are streaming and listening and watching to Bronco baseball while Trace Adkins sings over the top. That's pretty good dedication. Appreciate the email, Aunt Sally. I'm wearing your shirt tonight, by the way. Meyer hits it hard, and a nice diving catch to his right for Sems. Line drive out for Meyer. Hit it hard. 2 hard hit balls in the inning, but they go for naught. 3 up, 3 down. We head to the 7th inning. El Dorado 5, Great Bend 4. New pitcher for El Dorado as we head into the 7th inning. The Broncos get 6 innings tonight out of Mitch McIntyre. Gave up 4 runs, all earned on 5 hits, 5 strikeouts, and 2 walks, and he can only win it. Colton Schenker comes in to deal with 7, 8, 9 in the order for the Batcats. And a first pitch ball to Brooks Asher. Foul ball, 1-1. Schenker in his 5th game on the summer. Just the 2nd time out of the bullpen. 13 innings of work, 9 hits, 7 earned runs. 6 walks, 14 strikeouts in 13 innings, and there's a swing and a miss, strike 2. Schenker with a 1-win, 0-loss record. Here comes a 1-2, curveball, and that one dropped sharply out of the zone, 2-2. Most wins, most losses, most saves for El Dorado all belong to the same pitcher, Garrett Glass. 3 wins, 3 losses, 4 saves. Swing and a miss, strikeout for Schenker. And a good start to the 7th for El Dorado.
Number 23, Brandon Basham.
So, Dale, did you say Basher? All right, I like that. We're going to go with Basher. Backer, Bachar.
Nelly told me that's what his name was.
Pitch just missed by Schenker, 2-0. And Amy Russell, I was able to show you Jarrett Coyne there as he warmed up Schenker to start this inning. Here's the 2-0. That's right down Main Street for strike 1. 2 balls and a strike. Quickly working Schenker. Swing and a miss. 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. One viewer has a question wondering if the umpires are in training. Swing and a miss. Anyone can call that strike 3 right there. So back-to-back strikeouts for Schenker. Umpire in training. Curveball. Just missed. 1 ball and no strikes. 5, 8, and 2 for El Dorado. 4, 5, and 0 for Great Bend. Here's the 1-0. And this one's hit out into the gap in right center field. Barfield on the run, and that'll one-hop the fence. Barfield's got it, quickly throwing it in. And it's a double, a 2-out double for Mateo Zuniga. So Great Bend puts the tying run in scoring position for their leadoff batter, Peyton Barnes. Peyton tonight 0 for 3, all of that against McIntyre.
That's right. 1 in scoring position.
So Schenker. First pitch to Barnes misses. 1 ball and no strikes.
Just haven't got enough to frame balls well yet.
1-0 here to Barnes. And he hits this one high out into center field. Barfield and Laguerre. It'll be Kyle Barfield taking control, makes the catch. So the 2-out double doesn't hurt El Dorado. 1 left. 5-4 El Dorado. Time to stretch here at McDonald Stadium. This is Bronco Baseball on YouTube. Aaron Mack to lead it off here for El Dorado, and a swing and a miss. Strike one. Mack tonight 1 for 3. Games tonight in our league. Well, first off, last night, Hayes swept Dodge City 11-1 and 3-1. Liberal beat Derby 9-6. Great Bend winning here over El Dorado 10-4. Mack looks at strike two. And mentioned Hayesville's 5-4 win over OKC. Hayesville is at Oklahoma City again tonight. Liberal at Derby. Hayes is at Dodge City, and they're playing another one of Gary's favorites, a doubleheader.
Oh, no.
Here's the 0-2. Mack saw it off there, hits it right back to Rep. He'll underhand it over to first and retire Aaron Mack. And Hayes won game one tonight, 4-2. And they have started game two, and they're leading 1-0. So we saw Liberal hot early. Then Derby and Dodge City both got hot at the same time. Now Hayes seems to be the new hot team at the top of our league. That doubleheader started at 6. Kyle Barfield steps in. And it's ball one. One ball and no strikes. To Barfield. Kyle with a 2-run home run here tonight. And he's able to check his swing, 2-0. So a clarification I got from Karen Barfield. Folks, they're proud of their colleges. So Karen and Greg are Aggie fans, not his grandparents. We'll get it straight. Kyle fouls this one off. 2 balls and a strike. Second, I believe it was. Barfield, second home run of the summer, hit earlier here tonight. And his first one here at McDonald Stadium. There's a swing and a miss, 2-2. El Dorado and Great Bend here again tomorrow night, and then Friday, Saturday, and Sunday at Hayesville. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Andrew Rep's done a nice job out of the bullpen for Great Bend. They've got some activity. A lefty warming up right now. Might be Pritchard again. Pritchard, who pitched 2 innings here last night, getting warm again. Full count here to Kyle Barfield. And he hits it hard into the hole, gloved by Sems. No chance to throw out Barfield. So a single. A 1-out single for the Broncos, and that'll bring up Tanner Sheets. The K-Staters, each with home runs tonight. Barfield in the 3rd. Tanner Sheets went the other way in the 5th inning. His home run gave El Dorado their current 5-4 lead. And the pitch to Sheets way outside. Ball 1. Barfield on the summer stolen bases in 6 tries. One-0 pitch to Sheets, and that one's outside, 2-0. Johnny Laguerre waiting on deck for El Dorado. Rep works at his pace, and the 2-0. Sheets off the end of the bat, fouls it out of play. If you're ever looking for information on the Jayhawk Summer League Baseball, I recommend on their Facebook page, just look up Jayhawk Summer Baseball. They have all the scores from the previous night's action, the schedule for the current night, and the standings. They update the standings every day. Throw over to first. Barfield is back. Always dangerous when you try to pick anyone off at first. If he gets past the first baseman, generally you're giving the runner 2 bases. And the 2-1, that's in there for a strike. So 2 balls and 2 strikes. I was wondering who 21 was. Sam Capps has shaved his beard. Big red beard here last night. He shaved it off. I got to get that on camera. Here's the pitch. Sheets fouls it off. See if Sam Capps. There he is. The beard is gone. Last night's starting pitcher. He said he might shave it. I thought he should keep it, but I lost that one. Big red beard in this heat, yeah. 2 balls and 2 strikes in the pitch, and that one's inside, 3-2. So an action pitch coming up here. What do the Broncos want to do? Sheet away. Barfield, good speed at first. 3 balls and 2 strikes. And the pitch, Barfield not running, and Sheets tried to shoot one down the right field line. Goes foul. So we'll do it again. 5-4 El Dorado here in the bottom of the 7th inning. Here comes the 3-2. Barfield on the move. Sheets got under this one. Hits it out into left field. Bartlett looking for it, and he couldn't find it. It drops in front of him. We have seen that more this year than in any of the other 4 years that I've been doing games here. Bartlett just didn't look like he could find it, and it landed right in front of him. So a single for Sheets, and we'll get him on to visit. I don't know what it is with the lights or what. I don't know why. We've seen that so many times this year.
Yeah, but I've seen it all through the years. We had a center fielder one time lose 2 in a row.
Brad and Roxanne Poole for being the Broncos sponsor this year.
So the home plate umpire, again, look at this angle. The umpire goes, usually they go right up the middle. He goes almost to behind the mound, and now he'll come back, which is fine. I just have never seen that before. So they will leave Rep out there. Johnny Laguerre coming up. He's 2 for 3 tonight. Struck out looking his last time. Singled and scored in the second. He doubled in the third. 2 on, 1 out for El Dorado. Defense pretty much straight away here on Laguerre. And that pitch, 1 ball, no strike, just on the too far inside. Toby Reuter, the manager for the Broncos. Joe Kennedy, Nick Griffin, the assistants. Pritchard looks ready down in the bullpen. Here's the pitch from Rep. Low, ball 2. Big thanks, as always, Brad and Roxanne Cool at El Dorado Building Systems Incorporated at 1216 West 6th there in El Dorado. Terrific sponsors of Bronco baseball and our broadcasts. They are the leaders in the metal building market. Brad and Roxanne Cool. 2 balls and no strikes to Laguerre. And that one's in there. Looked like John taking all the way. 2 balls and 1 strike.
Stay away from the double play.
And the pitch from Rep. Barfield dancing around at second, occupying Rep's mind a little bit. That pitch low, 3-1. Tanner White waits on deck for the Broncos. So a 3-1 pitch. Laguerre should get something nice here. Here's the 3-1. And he hits it at the shortstop. Sems over to second for 1. To first, double play. Big pitch on 3-1 to Laguerre. He hits into a 6-4-3. Double play. No runs, 2 hits. No errors, nobody left. Let's head to the 8th inning. 5-4 Broncos. So 1 inning of work for Colton Schenker. He gave up just 1 hit, no runs, and had 2 strikeouts. He'll give way to Garrett Glass. And Glass will get the 2, 3, and 4 hitters for Great Bend. Benjamin Sems leading off here in the 8th inning. 1 ball, no strikes, and the pitch, and missing 2-0. Garrett Glass, 3 wins, 3 losses, 4 saves for El Dorado. And the pitch, and this one skied. Will it stay in? Mack looking for the fence, looking back up, and makes the catch, falling down. Aaron Mack. Never easy for the catcher as they drift back, trying to find that baseball. And you get to this point of the game, big first out for El Dorado, and here comes Corrigan Bartlett. He's 1 for 3 tonight with a single and a run scored. Yes, he is. Garrett Glass, his 16th appearance, leads El Dorado in that category. 31 and a third innings of work, 28 hits, 12 walks, 18 strikeouts. ERA over 4. And Bartlett pops it up. Glass is calling it, and he'll make the catch. Not many times in your scorebook do you start an inning with F2 and F1. 2 away. I bet you Gary could go back through the years and maybe count on one hand how many times that has happened.
4 pitches.
Here comes Romero. Romero 0 for 3 tonight. He homered here last night. 0 for 3, strikeout, ground out, pop out. And the first pitch from Glass is in there for strike 1. Garrett Glass from Inola, Oklahoma. He goes to school right here in El Dorado at Butler County. And the 0-1 pitch hit towards Bailey at short. He'll take it on one hop. Plenty of time. Throw to first. And a very good 8th inning for Garrett Glass. 3 up, 3 down, and very few pitches. Maybe 6 or 7? 6 pitches. 4 strikes, and most importantly, 3 outs. We go to the bottom of the 8th inning, 5-4 El Dorado. Broncos wouldn't mind a little insurance. They'll have to do it against a tough lefty. Austin Pritchard takes over. Terrific job by Rep. Came in with 1 out or 2 outs in the 3rd inning. And outside of a home run by Tanner Sheets, he kept the Broncos at bay. 5-4 El Dorado, bottom of the 8th inning. Tanner White will lead it. Lefty on lefty, and fastball in there for strike 1. Saw Pritchard here for a couple innings last night. This is his 10th appearance, 24 innings this summer. And fouled out of play. Good to see John Steiger, and I think it's Sam Capps, but I'm not so sure. How long did it take to shave that beard off?
How long? It took about 15, 20 minutes.
15 or 20 minutes. No balls, 2 strikes here to White, and a swing and a miss, strike 3. So we got to get Sam Capps here. There it is. Look at, I mean, his face is all tan except for where that big burly beard was. Ben Olson comes up. 1 away for El Dorado. And strike 1 from Pritchard. Pritchard, 11 walks, 19 strikeouts in 24 innings. 0-1 and a swing and a miss, 0-2. Olson faced Pritchard last night and struck out. Pritchard on the summer, 0-2 with an ERA over 9. And this one's tapped over the pitcher's head. This is going to be a close play. Sems would have been a tough play. Ben Olson will get a single. That was going to be a tough play for Sems. He had to glove it and make a quick exchange and just couldn't do it. So a single for Olson. Here's DJ Gasso. Gasso came into the game in the 6th inning. He struck out looking his first time. And the first pitch to DJ is high, ball one. Still time to throw an email in if you like. cadenbroadcasting@gmail.com. Had a great Bend email last night, but for the most part haven't heard from the Bat Cat crowd. And Gasso looks at strike one. 1 ball, 1 strike. Over 60 of you out there watching and listening right now, so nice to have you tuned in. Pritchard works quickly, and strike 2 to DJ Gasso. 1 ball, 2 strikes. So DJ will have to go up and protect here. And the pitch from Pritchard. Gasso hits it hard out into left field. That's going to go over Bartlett's head. Rounding second on his way to third is Olson. He had to slow up because Bartlett had a beat on it, but a double for Gasso. So runners at second and third for El Dorado. With 1 out, and here's Tyler Bailey. And a new pitcher going to come in. So Pritchard was sharp for 2 innings last night. Struck out White, but a single and a double. And the hook will come. We'll tell you about the new pitcher in a moment. 5-4 El Dorado. So Tyler Bailey steps in, and he will see what he can do against Dawson Pomeroy. We saw him last night in the field. He was the third baseman last night for Great Bend. This is his 9th appearance. Pomeroy, 13 innings of work. He's given up 14 hits. Bailey, not sure about that, looks at strike 1. Pomeroy's given up 7 earned runs, 5 walks, 16 strikeouts. He's 0-1 with 3 saves for Great Bend this summer. Big position here. Infield about halfway for Great Bend. And the pitch to Bailey, and he's behind 0-2. Tyler Bailey, .237 hitter. He's got 19 runs batted in for the summer. Here's the 0-2. Swing and a miss. A huge strikeout for Pomeroy. So, Gary and I talk about it all the time. 2-out hits are gold in this game, and Austin Meyer, we'll see if he can come up with one of those 2-out hits for El Dorado. Olson's at third, Gasso at second. He's nursing a bit of a tight hamstring, so anything hit right at an outfielder, I'm not sure if Gasso would score. First pitch fouled off by Meyer. He's swung the bat well tonight. Only 1 for 4 to show for it. Singled back in the first inning. No balls and a strike. And that pitch misses 1-1. Hello to Toby Reuter's father, John Reuter. Fun to meet him over the weekend. Says that the sound keeps cracking. I've noticed that on some of the playback. I don't know why that happens. So I don't have an answer for you. Sorry. 1-1. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. Sound meter bouncing all over, so I imagine some of that crackling going on right now. 1 ball, 2 strikes here to Austin Meyer. 5-4 El Dorado, bottom of the 8th inning. And Meyer able to hold up on a high fastball, 2-2. Austin Meyer out of Ormond Beach, Florida. And the 2-2, and that was close. Pomeroy was walking off. Thought he had it. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Dodge City has come alive. They lead 5-2 in the second inning over Hayes. Dodge City, desperate need for a win. Full count here to Meyer. And the pitch, low, ball 4. And here comes Aaron Mack. Aaron Mack, 19 RBIs for this summer, tied for second with Tyler Bailey. Bases loaded, 2 outs for El Dorado here in the 8th inning. When the Batcats come up in the 9th, they'll have 5, 6, 7. Fontenot, Wilkerson, and Asher coming up. Aaron Mack, he's been hit by a pitch 15 times this summer. And he looks up high, ball 1. Aaron Mack's most memorable homer, a 3-run homer in the bottom of the 8th against Derby here last month. Here comes the 1-0, and that's outside, ball 2. So Pomeroy's going to have to come in. And again, kind of looking in at that umpire, wondering where that pitch was. Pomeroy certainly has been close. He thought he had Meyer struck out on a 2-2 pitch. 2-0 to Aaron Mack. And a good cut, and he missed it, 2-1. Aaron's father, Dennis, was here for the weekend. Saw him here last night as well. Dennis Mack from Madison, Wisconsin. Aaron goes to Newman University. 2 balls and a strike. Bases full of Broncos. And that pitch in there, strike 2. So 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Broncos have leading out Great Bend on in every category on the scoreboard. 5-4, 12-6 in hits, 2-0 on errors. Here's the 2-2. And just off the plate, 3-2. In fact, the Great Bend dugout. A couple players came popping out, thought that was it. So the runners will be on the move. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs in the bottom of the 8th inning. El Dorado on the rail by a single run. And the pitch. And a swing and a miss. Good location. So a strikeout for Pomeroy, and he's able to strike out Bailey and Mack, and El Dorado is kept off the scoreboard. We go to the 9th inning. Broncos lead 5-4. So top of the 9th inning, El Dorado looking to close this one out, and they'll bring Garrett Hudson out. Garrett Hudson, his 9th appearance, 14 2/3 innings of work, 5 walks, 15 strikeouts, giving up 19 hits. First pitch, ball 1. Garrett Glass goes 1 inning, gave up nothing. No walks, no strikeouts, no hits. There's the 1-0. And 2-0. Benjamin Fontenot tonight, 0 for 2 with a walk and a run scored. Leadoff man so important here in the 9th. Pitch in there for strike 1. Taking all the way was Fontenot. Fontenot from Greenwell Springs, Louisiana. And he goes to Spring Hill College. 2-1 pitch from Hudson. Swing and a miss, strike 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Left-handed batter is Fontenot. And the 2-2. And a swing and a miss. Challenge fastball down the middle. And a big first out. And a nice job by Hudson. Fell behind 2-0. Came back with gas. And 2 swings and misses from Fontenot. Here's Jordan Wilkerson. He's 2 for 3 tonight. A double, a single, an RBI, and a fly out to left. Wilkerson from the University of St. Mary in Leavenworth. From Woodbury, Minnesota. Fouled the first pitch off the back netting, which came back and nearly got Aaron Mack. Bounced it off his back. No balls and 1 strike to Wilkerson. Wilkerson entered play tonight as a .318 hitter. Curveball misses, 1 ball, 1 strike. One pitch from Hudson, a little bit low, 2-1. Garrett Hudson from right here in El Dorado goes to school at Abilene Christian University, 6'1", 215. He'll be a junior in the fall. He went to Cali last year. And Wilkerson hits it a mile high, hooking well foul. Giving it a look is Laguerre, but that one may have been. Did that one get it over the fence? 2 balls, 2 strikes. A long strike for Wilkerson. Cali College had a terrific spring baseball season. Went to the College World Series. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And the pitch from Hudson. This one's grounded towards Goat at second. He gloves it. That's Gasso, I should say. Gasso with the put out. And here comes Brett Bonner to pinch hit for Brooks Asher. Bonner caught here last night. Brett Bonner from just down the road in Rose Hill. He goes to Barton County. Yes. Bonner in last night's game was 0 for 4 with a walk. His first pitch to Bonner is popped up on the infield. Coming in is Tanner Sheets, and he makes the catch. And El Dorado wins. 5-4 win for the Broncos. 5-12 and 2 for El Dorado. 4-6-0 for Great Bend. Winning pitcher tonight is Mitch McIntyre. The losing pitcher will go to Andrew Rapp. And Garrett Hudson picks up the save. Time of tonight's game, 2 hours and 33 minutes. El Dorado evens this series up at 1 apiece. Rubber match of the series, final home game of the season tomorrow night. 7 o'clock start. Video stream will start around 6:45. Play-by-play will start at 7. Great Bend at El Dorado to close out the home portion of the schedule. Thanks so much. All your emails tonight. Always fun to visit with all you great fans, faithful listeners, and viewers of our broadcasts here from El Dorado. We'll do it again tomorrow night. Have a great rest of your Wednesday. Until then, Kurt Caden bidding you good night from El Dorado.